Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Big Plays Podcast. Week 17 recap coming at you, and we also got the wild card weekend coming up right after that. Stick around, get your picks, make some big plays, make some big bets this weekend. Uh, I have not much to say in this recap. You guys all know how I feel about the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they straight up cheated the Giants. Uh, that's not how you play professional sports. That's not what you do to your young quarterback. That's not. It's not. The organization in itself has completely crapped on its quarterbacks. I feel like they're losing a lot of trust. Doug Peterson is coming back. Harry Roseman doesn't want to lose Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz wants out. It's just a big shit show. Congratulations, Washington football team. Uh, good luck in the playoffs. I doubt you'll make it past the Buccaneers, but good for you guys. Dookie, good job. You guys can talk about the rest of the recap. You guys can go nuts on it. Tell us your feelings, all that jazz. I know Rome's really excited, being a superstar Jets fan that he is. Let's hear from him.
I don't want. I don't want to go yet. That was a lot. That was a lot. I'm emotional.
Actually, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Remember preseason we were going over what the new teams for the Washington football team would be? I believe the team name that I had selected was the Washington Flash. And Frankie, is that why you're wearing a Flash shirt over there? Is this a little subliminal messaging going on over here?
Yeah. Not many of our viewers voted for Flash, but I had to show some respect in terms of the color scheme. So, not that this is maroon or burgundy or whatever other color you want to call it, but it is red, it is yellow. It symbolizes the Washington football team in a sense. Also, it's my workout shirt. Just got done. New year, new me. But obviously, as you guys can see, it's the new year, same fucking computer because I haven't worked my way onto that one yet because I'm a lazy son of a bitch. When I get home, all I do is fall asleep and then I take a shower and I go back to work. But it's no problem. We're here. We're talking football. Week 17 kind of sucked. It was a lot of
I thought it was pretty great.
a lot of bad beats. A lot of Rice. Tell us some great things that happened in Week 17 for you.
Some great things that happened. Oh my God, where do I start? The Bills came in clutch, destroying the Dolphins. Thank you to the Buffalo Bills, Joey's new team.
No, bro, I'm neutral.
Joey's new team.
Colts make the playoffs. Hell yeah. That's exciting. And Adam Gase is Adam gone.
Wow,
He's out of here.
You're a Colts fan. You just stole that thunder. You just stole the only Jets fan in the room's thunder. Wow, Jerome was looking right to the camera. He was all excited. He was like, "All right, Frank's getting his Eagles time. Rice is getting his Colts time. Can't wait to say Adam Gase is finally gone, and Rice just steals the thunder." Rome, let's hear it, baby.
You heard it. He's Adam gone. That's what Rice said. We love it. Oh my God, Jets fans rejoice. It's a new day. It's a new everything. It's a whole new world. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Week 17 was complete trash, though. Let's be real. The integrity of the game of football has definitely been in question. I don't know what they're gonna do, how they're gonna respond to this. Like this is bad. It's bad. We can't have this in the game. Doug Peterson should be fired.
I don't believe it came from Doug Peterson. And I was telling Rice earlier this week. Rice, I'll let Rice explain what I said earlier.
I mean, it could be owner coach thing or whatever, but somebody has to take account for what happened. You can't get rid of the owner, so your four guys obviously gonna be a coach. Something gotta that you just can't have that, bro. I'm sorry. And it was funny. It was obvious. You can't have that.
It's funny how everybody gets the update that Doug Peterson was confirmed that he's keeping his job
before the
game.
Yeah.
And then he goes and does this.
Which is
it was disgraceful.
So what I had told Rice earlier in the week, guys, and I think I told you, Ron, but I haven't gotten a chance to talk to Joey yet. But I honestly think that behind closed doors, Doug Peterson was having a conversation with Jeffrey Lurie, and probably Harry Roseman was in the room, and they said, listen, Jeffrey Lurie was like, I don't like the Cowboys or the Giants as much as I like the Redskins. You feel me? So Doug Peterson was like, okay, I feel you, but I like my job as head coach, and if you can announce that to the public a week before, I'll do what you want. And I think that's what happened. You don't want to say that there's collusion. You don't want to say, you'd like to think that the integrity of the game is there and that these teams really went out and did what they had to do to win. But last night, Sunday Night Football was so flat out obvious what they were doing, and it was a disgrace to the game. It was a disgrace.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's a big play conspiracy theory, but honestly, it was so blatant and so obvious. And honestly, like Roman mentioned in the group chat earlier, he was like, the integrity of the game moving forward is what's at risk here. Like, you can't make something so disgracefully blatant in front of the public eye when the stakes are so high. Like, this isn't just like a regular season game where like the stakes are massive here.
Yeah.
Like, Eagles win that game, we have a whole new team in the playoffs. Like, and the New York Giants fans, who I usually can't stand, I completely understand your saltiness right now.
Yeah.
Like, you should be as angry and upset with what's going on because it's literally disgusting.
Yeah.
Can I ask? Let me ask a question though. All right, let's say it wasn't about ownership saying, what you said, and let's say Doug Peterson wasn't. You think it was draft positioning because you went from 9th pick to 6th pick? You think that plays a part?
I
Good.
mean, it definitely does play a part, and it definitely softens the blow when you look at the bigger picture, right? So like you're the Giants and you go, they got the 6th pick in the draft now. Like that's better than the 9th. They'll be able to get who they want probably, right? But last night, you have literal footage of Jalen Hurts. They zoom in on Jalen Hurts' face, and he shakes his head and rolls his eyes, and he goes, "This isn't right," and it's not right. So whether he was talking about something else or whether he was talking about being benched for Nate Sudfeld, which you're not putting Nate Sudfeld in to develop him. You're not like Nate Sudfeld's been on the team for a couple years already. You're not putting Nate Sudfeld in because he's your better chance to win the game. You didn't go out there and you did not try to win that football game, and it's something I've been saying all season about the Eagles. They go out there, and then when push comes to shove, they give up. Not defensively, but the team itself, especially the coaches. I feel like they just are doing nothing to win those games.
I agree with you because let me point out two things, right? Okay, so there was 4th and goal and they went for it, which was weird, right? That was horrible. And then early in the season, they go for a tie instead of going for the win. So is it just now the fix was in, or the fix was in all season long, and this is just some bullshit? Like which one is it?
I think the fix was in, bro. And I think it's bullshit. And I feel that if you are a fan, like I said, whether you were like, this has nothing to do with sports betting. It has to do with sports fandom. And if you are a diehard Giants fan, you felt betrayed, but not just by the Eagles, by the NFL, by the entire sport. So I don't know.
Is this worse than deflating footballs?
I would say it is.
I mean, it depends.
I mean,
personally, it's just because of how blatant it was. Just like,
yeah, I feel like it was really tough for them to figure out. And I mean, cheating
also,
to win a
like,
championship.
During Deflategate, no offense to Chris Rice, but during Deflategate, that was a 40-point difference.
Yeah, they got their ass whipped.
Big time.
Like when it came down to the end of the day, the better football team won that game. Like no matter what.
Yeah, they got their ass whipped.
In this case, the better football team that night did not win that football game, or didn't have the opportunity to give their best effort at winning that game. I'm not saying they would have.
The way Washington was playing last night was so bad. There was so many turnovers and so many chances for the Eagles to score, and the Eagles didn't take those opportunities. It was like there was the Eagles could have kicked 2 field goals and tied the game, but they didn't.
Been in the lead at that point. Been in the lead.
No, it would have. It was 20-14, so they would have tied the game.
I'm saying, but if you kick the field goal on 4th and goal, you tie the game right there. Like I don't know what that was.
It would have been 17-17, and it would have been a tie anyway. It was so bad and blatantly obvious what the Eagles were doing, and like I said, if you're the Washington football team, are you excited that you won the championship? Because it's almost like you didn't win it. It's almost like
Ron
you didn't
Rivera
win it. And I give a
Ron
lot of
Rivera said-
I give a lot of credit to the Washington football team. I give a lot of credit to Ron Rivera. Tons of credit to Alex Smith, comeback player of the year. Ron Rivera could even potentially win coach of the year the way that defense is playing. It's just
No.
like, yeah, no, he's not winning coach of the year. No, I'm just.
That's the thing though. You can't take the win away from the Washington football team
You
because
can't.
another team did something faulty. So I think they should come in with all the hype. They were the best team in the division, and that's a 17-week thing. That's a 16-game, 17-week season where time in and time out they were the team out of 4 teams against all odds because they didn't really have any
You
chance to
see
win that
though,
division.
you
looking
see
preseason.
if the
They're the ones who
Eagles
won it.
if the Eagles didn't do what they did last night and the Eagles had actually
It's
won that
true,
game,
but you
then the
can't take
Giants
it
would have
away.
won. No, but you can
can't
because
take
of
it
how
away.
bad it was. It was so obvious what the Eagles were doing.
Yeah, but I don't think you can take it away. But look at the rest of the season. It's not just a quarter.
No.
It's not
You don't
just a
take away the win. I'm saying like you can't be proud of that. You can't
You
be.
can be proud of the season.
You could be
No,
happy
you can be
about
proud
being
of the
in the
season, but
playoffs.
you can't be proud of how you walked into the playoffs and took the division.
No, look. Ron Rivera said he's not apologizing for winning, and I'm not mad at that. I respect that.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't.
not mad at
Also-
that.
You can't apologize
okay.
for winning.
But also, okay, now that we know that what's next for the Eagles as far as like the players, do they even want to be there? Like, I mean,
That's what I
obviously Wentz
said.
don't wanna be there, but
It's
everybody else. Like, yo, do you? I wouldn't want. I don't bust. I don't. Nobody goes out there to bust their ass to do
Right.
that. Nobody. Even though we all say tanking is a thing, but
They're
nobody
putting the
tries.
players are putting their bodies on the line.
Right. Like, you
Yeah.
don't really try to. Players don't tank. Ownership, GMs, front office, they tank. Players and coaches don't tank. That was crazy.
Sad.
So what do you do now?
Yeah, and then for Doug Peterson to tell the media that he was trying to win that game, I think that's like a spit on the face of the people, honestly.
Yeah, you weren't trying to win that game, and you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
Yeah, and he hadn't done it all season except for
Yeah.
week 17 in the last quarter.
Yeah, that was.
Right.
All right, just to kind of move away from this.
Yeah, move it
I'm
away.
Getting sad thinking about it. Do you think Washington's got a chance next week, boys?
No, no shot.
I would say this. They pass rush is legit.
Yeah, Chase Young's the real deal.
Yeah.
100%.
He's legit. It's a long shot, but if they could create some pressure and make it ugly, yeah. If they get in Brady's face, it's the Giants game plan all over again. So it's the same thing. Make it ugly, get in their face, rush the quarterback, and anything is possible. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely favoring the Bucks in this matchup, but I like where Rome said it kind of gives me the vibes like when the Giants played the Patriots. Like you're getting Tom Brady's face, and he just doesn't play the same way. So
Yeah.
I think that would be their game plan.
So, yeah, I'm going to get into that when we start talking about the actual game. I just want to go over a couple more things. I was right about the Cardinals. Just saying that.
I was right too.
They blew that. I know everybody had high hopes on Kyler Murray.
I like Kyler Murray, man.
That's fine.
He got hurt during that game.
Yeah, he was hurt the week before too. They just poorly utilized him over there. It's no problem. That led the Bears to they didn't care. They didn't have to do anything. The Bears just walked into the playoffs too, and honestly, the way they played against the Packers, they're a big question mark too. Mitch Trubisky looked like dog shit that game. He had a great 3-game streak, and then he just looked like crap. So,
against nobody.
yeah.
Against nobody.
Yeah. That's big if you're a Bears fan. And then worst beat of the day yesterday. The Raiders coming back against the Broncos. That was just a bad beat overall. Me and Rome felt that one hard. No problem.
Big problem.
Yeah.
How about Mike Evans getting hurt?
I mean,
Bruce Arians.
I
get your
said
shit
it.
together.
Derrick Henry also got 2,000 rushing yards. Congratulations. No, Mike
Yeah.
Evans. They played him last week, but they were sitting stars, and they said, "Oh, we're resting players," but you keep Mike Evans in because Mike Evans wants to break a record. Listen, I know whether you want to build a relationship with your team or not, that's not how you win football games. That's not how you play football games, especially when you're walking into the postseason ready to play some wild card weekend football, you want everybody healthy. The fact that you had Mike Evans even on that field, Tom Brady, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, any of them on that field in a game that you did not have to win was a disgrace. That's just bad, flat out bad coaching. Arians should be ashamed of himself. And honestly, Evans got hurt, and guess what? That's it. That's what you get. That's what you fucking get.
But I disagree. Like, okay, let's say, everybody want to get them a half of football because you don't want to take a complete rest off before wild card weekend or whatever. A lot of Bills, but everybody played their starters yesterday because you was playing for playoff positioning and seeding and stuff like that. They wanted the weakest. They wanted the lowest.
But like,
seeding.
Yeah, but the
Got
thing
it.
with the Bucks is they
didn't matter.
couldn't move at all.
They couldn't move
like
at all.
They were
Didn't matter.
locked into their position.
They were locked
whether
in
they won or
to.
lost.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you want to play a half of football, that's fine. A half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A half, a quarter, that's fine.
Yeah,
But
your stars,
the whole
you don't
game-
do that. You rest them.
It made no sense. It made no
So,
sense.
like, here's the other thing too. Like, you want to talk about the integrity of the game. A lot of the things that happened yesterday were incentive-based things. I think there were like 9 players that hit incentive-based deals in their contract, and they made upwards to hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. So, like, yesterday was so like it just the touchdown to Moore on the Seahawks, right? The last touchdown. He got $100,000 for making that touchdown. Like I feel like the last week of NFL is just tainted all across the board in terms of the people that are trying to get stuff done, hit incentives in their contract, last game of the season. Like it didn't feel like football. It didn't feel like I was watching football. It was crazy.
That's a problem from up top. That's a problem from up top. It's a problem with the system. It's a problem with their contractual situations. It's something that needs to be addressed moving forward.
Yeah, it really does. Because, like I said,
definitely.
I mean, if I know a lot of people that have fantasy leagues establish their fantasy games, week 16, and that's like usually the final, right? But for those leagues that have week 17, you have fans playing the game, and all of a sudden, I feel like if it's week 17 from now on, you just go out and you pick up everyone that's about to hit an incentive, and you'll probably win. You'll probably win your week 17.
But I feel like that's an issue too. Like fantasy does.
Yeah, fantasy.
Bring a lot of
but I'm saying
game.
fantasy brings out it brings out the worst in football. It takes away from the game
does.
itself. Yeah,
it does. It's not pure. It's not pure.
Yeah, it becomes player.
Pure.
It becomes player.
Yeah.
Which I feel like the league is swaying towards the players and not so much the teams anymore. And like I said, even that's in integrity because of what the Eagles, it's bad because of what the Eagles did last night. So yesterday was just, I don't think it was the best day for football. I know there's a lot of happy people out there. A lot of people, Colts fans are definitely happy. I'm sure Seahawks fans are happy. I'm sure Washington fans are happy. Bears fans are definitely happy because they didn't have to do anything. They're 8-8. That's the story of them.
Can I say this? Can we get into the games because I want to talk about them same Colts.
Okay, so you want to go right into the wild card Saturday, and then we'll do Sunday. We'll go game by game.
Yeah, works for me.
Here we go. Biggest game of the year for Phillip Rivers. Indianapolis traveling up to Buffalo to play Bills Mafia, Joey's new team. Joey's team, Bills Mafia, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs coming in hot. Honestly, I mean,
I want to. Let me. Got
you know what? You started off. You get at it.
I think I was disrespectful most of the season, and I just want to apologize, right? Because I didn't pick the Bills a lot or whatever, but I knew they was it's AFC hate, whatever. But Josh Allen, even though he's not gonna win, should be highly touted for MVP consideration. Like he's played amazing. That whole team has played amazing. And they played real teams. They're not a fluke.
Yeah.
They did it week in, week out. They did it the right way.
Yes.
And I got them smoking these Colts because they're having fun.
Yeah, the momentum is crazy.
Fun.
The momentum is wild.
That's swag. And when you start playing with swag, like Lamar Jackson the past 5 weeks.
It's your year, Joey. It's your year.
It's scary. It's scary. Now I'm not gonna go there. Let's not OD. But against these Colts and Rivers, I'm taking Bills Mafia. I'm not a part of it, of course, obviously.
All right.
But Bills Mafia, yes. Yes.
So Rome pretty much hit everything. The Bills' offense is just on a whole nother level of a tear right now. I've never seen a team click so well and vibe so well. And true, the amount of enjoyment they're playing out there, it's similar to almost the Packers right now, the amount of fun they're having out on the field. With that, the Colts' defense is terrifying. Like, it's a very good defense when on. But recently, they haven't been playing as well defensively, and that's what makes the biggest concern. Buffalo is allowing fans for a very expensive price, and I think those people from Bills Mafia are going to be going crazy, man. I got the Bills taking it.
Yeah.
Joey going to be in the building.
Before Rice goes right here, I'm gonna say this. You guys mentioned everything pretty much. I don't think Josh Allen will win MVP. Just because of how Aaron Rodgers played that last game. It's also like a favoritism
He
league.
deserves it.
So
He deserves it.
you know, but the way the Bills' you can almost say that the Dolphins' defense was a top 10 defense, right? Whereas Colts is a top 5, right? I mean, Dolphins could be up like closer in like
Both
the
of them
6
top
range.
5.
Yeah,
Both
sure.
of them.
Why not? But the Bills did the Dolphins so dirty, and the Bills didn't do that to help the Colts. The Bills did that because they wanted to play the Colts, and there's a reason for that. And I'm not going against Bills Mafia, and I'm actually switching it up. I think that the Bills are going to the Super Bowl, and I think they will be playing the Green Bay Packers. I'm getting the Chiefs out of there.
Whoa, goosebumps.
Wow.
Oh my God, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
What?
I think the Bills going to the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
It's electric. It's
What?
like if you're a Bills fan, you probably felt exactly what I was feeling in 2017.
Whoa,
And
bro.
the Bills are having fun, bro. They're having fun. They're gonna win that game.
Whoa.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
I didn't say they're winning the Super Bowl. I said they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which is still whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So.
Oh, this got interesting. This is heat. Heat.
Sorry,
Mr.
Rice.
Colts fan.
Yeah, Rice isn't gonna do it. Go ahead.
He's not gonna do it.
Look at him.
I'm picking the Colts, baby.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
I mean, where you going?
It's not in our favor,
Back to
but
the
we are
Atlas.
beating the Bills.
All right, can I ask you? Tell me why they win. Tell me why.
Why do they win? Because
Yeah.
it's gonna be called playoff magic.
When
That's a
No,
fair reason.
I need a realistic reason.
yeah, give me.
What do you mean Philip Rivers
Listen,
wants this?
all year.
Philip Rivers hasn't played all season like he wants anything. So what the fuck are you
Are you
talking
kidding
about?
me? He's had a pretty good season.
Are you out of your
compared to
fucking
last
mind?
season?
Jonathan Taylor has a pretty good season. Had a great season.
Jonathan
John
Taylor.
Taylor,
Yeah.
1,000 rushing yards as a rookie. It's awesome.
Philip Rivers, first of
And-
all, 4,100 yards. Come on.
Rice, I feel like
He's
you have a
been
lot of
swinging.
Rice, I feel like you have a lot of arguments here to make that the Colts could win this game, and your least valuable option on taking is saying that Philip
I know.
Rivers is going to win the
Right,
game.
bro.
I know.
Like, take a different path.
Bro, you could have said
Listen.
defense
Yeah,
travels.
defense.
Or something
You
like
could say
because
Frank
the
Reich's
thing is,
coaching abilities.
I don't
could say
think it's
that-
going to be a defensive game. I think it's going to be a very
A
offensive game. Yeah,
It's not gonna be a shootout.
it's going to be a shootout because
It-
I don't
no.
think we're stopping.
I don't
the
think
Bills'
Philip
crazy
Rivers
offense
has what it
right
takes
now.
for this game to be a shootout, right?
It's going to be a multi attack. There's going to be a
Oh,
nice
man.
run game.
Let me say this,
Yeah.
right? Like we was praising the Bills offense, but the Bills they could play defense. Like let's not get
Yeah.
it twisted. They play both sides of the ball, all three phases of the ball.
It's going to be a tough
So-
victory.
I think they were so good defensively last year that people forgot that they have a decent defense this year.
Right. That defense is the same. It's
Yeah.
not the same, but it's still good.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
They
Okay.
look what they
This team
What?
fought hard where they got. I'm talking about the Colts. And
All right,
I
so-
think they're going to fight hard in this game as well.
all right. So give me your X factor for the game.
My X factor, Darius Leonard is going to be the X factor. I think he's going to cause some fumbles,
Okay.
and he's going to make some big turnovers for the Colts, and that'll secure
That's
the
a good
victory.
Who? One
That's
question. Who stops Diggs?
Nobody.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort.
It's nobody.
So nobody.
I was just gonna
So
say
nobody.
my X factor is
nobody, bro.
Stephon Diggs. Stephon
You think
Diggs
he's
is gonna
coaching
pop
that
shit
team?
on him.
The team
Like-
effort.
Come on,
It's a
bro.
team
Like,
effort.
please.
Both the
Rice is
corners and the
coaching.
safeties are. Yeah.
It's team
Yeah.
effort.
Actually,
I'm gonna be
you
there.
want to know my real X factor for the Bills to win this
Yeah.
game? True. I'm serious about this. Watch out for that rookie Zach Moss.
That's
Watch
your
out.
X factor?
Watch out. Listen, I'm telling you, they're gonna try to establish the run this game. They're gonna throw the Colts off.
You gotta wait to the playoffs to establish the run. Like,
telling you, bro.
They
I'm
tried to
telling you.
establish the run 2
Watch,
weeks ago against
they-
the
Yeah, let
Pats
them do
and
that.
shut
Let
down
them
the
do
red
that.
zone.
Let's go.
I'm telling you,
Let
they're gonna
them do
switch it
that.
up. They're gonna switch it
Not
up.
that defense, bro. Not that defense. I wouldn't shit on them
All
like
right,
that.
well,
You
we'll
don't do
see.
that.
We'll see.
They
All right,
tried to
moving on to
establish
it.
the run against the Pats, and they got shut down on the goal line, and then Josh Allen threw 6 touchdowns to beat Rice in the championship. So
Yeah,
Game.
yeah.
saying how it is.
I mean, three of those touchdowns were to Stephon Diggs.
They sure did.
All right. So anyway, Bills probably going to Super Bowl in my opinion.
We're gonna talk about that.
I will say this: there are, believe it or not, there's 2 divisional rivalry games going on this weekend, and there's also somewhat of another rivalry, but we'll get into that when it comes to Sunday games. Saturday games right now, middle of the day, you got Rams, Los Angeles Rams traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. This is crazy,
you.
man. This is crazy. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go with it. Roll with it.
I'm sorry. I'm tired. But you know how I feel about Russell, but it's not even that. I told you, I think it was like a month ago or whatever. I said when the Seahawks play the Jets, their defense will come alive and they will start playing defense. And they have exactly been doing that. They're playing defense. So with that being said, they playing defense now. Russell Wilson will do what he does or whatever, and that's that. Go ahead. You go
Okay,
ahead.
so with the Rams having a question at the starting quarterback, et cetera, that's great that the Seattle Seahawks defense has come alive. But where has the offense gone? Where has the offense gone? You show me where they're playing offense. Russell Wilson still making plays out of his bag of tricks, but they haven't been able to establish the run. They've barely been able to get it down the field, the ball at all. The games have been so ridiculously close, and they have been defensive games. And
But
yeah,
there's the-
Jamal Adams has been playing great, but the Rams have a solid defense, if not, also another top 5 defense. I think this game is going to be highly defensive. I think it's going to be super close. I think it comes down to a field goal. Jared Goff, if he's playing, I still don't think the Rams can win it. Give me the Seahawks.
Yes. So to your point about Seattle's offense disappearing, you answered your own question. Seattle has to keep every game tight. It's their formula. No matter what happens, every game's close.
Every
It's
game's
just the formula they play by.
Vinny C3.
I think so. They've played each other twice already, and they split, obviously, which makes this interesting. But I think you look at the time of the year and how these teams are playing him right now, and for those reasons, I'll be taking Seattle to beat the Rams. The Rams are playing like shit. Seattle's starting to click. I think offensively they can do well against the Rams.
All right.
I do agree that it's very low scoring. Both other games are very low scoring.
Yeah.
So I think this one will stick on that formula, and I'll take Seattle here.
Yeah, I mean, last time they played, I think it was 20-9 or something like that. Like, Rams looked terrible, and they looked terrible yesterday as well.
no, they did.
The Rams?
They didn't look terrible.
They
The
looked
defense
bad,
looked
man.
great. The offense was
Defense
abysmal.
was great.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was not good football.
Yeah, but like you could
And,
also make a case that Kyler Murray went out in the second quarter. Like you could say the electric that the Cardinals could have had was gone, stripped away from them a little bit with the quarterback. But
it was
alright.
closer than it should have been without Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I get that.
So where you going with this, right? So who you taking over here?
I say it's a blowout. I think that Seattle,
Wow.
especially in the playoffs, they're a different animal.
A
I
blowout.
think they're gonna come out and I think they're gonna stomp the Rams
Yeah. Yeah.
on all fronts.
Rams are overrated, right?
Remember
We've
when
been
you
saying all year.
remember when you thought
Not
the
that
Cardinals
defense,
and
not
that
that
the
defense,
Cowboys
bro.
could cover? I remember.
You're such a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rode with them, man. I honestly believed it. I can't believe the Giants won that game. That was crazy. Speaking of the Giants, a game that I would have loved to see is the next game. I would have loved to see the Buccaneers play the New York Football Giants in MetLife Stadium, but that's not what I got. The Eagles handed it to Washington. Washington is the home team. Tom Brady's coming down to Washington. Rome talked about it earlier. if Chase Young and this front seven can get in Tom Brady's face and make him feel like dog shit, and Tom Brady gets to himself and starts screaming and cursing on the sideline, Tom Brady loses the game. But I think Tom Brady's got something to prove. He threw 43 touchdowns. He's 43 years old. He's still dominant in the league. Bill Belichick looks like dog shit without Tom Brady. Give me Tom Brady here. You know what? I like the Buccaneers to beat Washington. I did not like what I saw offensively last night against the Philadelphia Eagles with Washington. So with that, I'm taking the Bucs.
One touch it.
I mean, everything points to the Bucs. I mean, their offense has been really hot, and their defense is pretty solid too. And when you look at Washington, they pretty much have nothing on offense, and the games they win, they've been winning on defense. I just don't think they could stop this crazy Tampa Bay offense, and Tom Brady advances to the next round.
Okay, dig it. I like how we call it Tom Brady and not like the Buccaneers, like they're not a team.
Yeah,
Because
Ron.
Bruce Arians sucks. Sorry, go ahead, Ron.
I'm glad that you said that. But I got the Bucks, but my X factor for the game is Bruce Arians because it's a big moment. You know, it's wild card, whatever, but he hasn't been in this position. Ron Rivera has. He went to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
Bruce Arians is
Lost.
my X factor. Either he will win or lose this game, and I can't wait to see it. Honestly, I don't know why.
I hate to do it, but I got a gut feeling.
You're gross. Take it away.
And that feeling that I'm talking about is the Washington football team coming in and winning the football game under the all odds against them.
That's
Lord.
gross, bro. That's really
The
gross.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are an incredibly offensive team. Extremely offensive. They're putting up like 40 points a game right now. The last time they played a good
Yeah.
defense was November 23rd against the Los Angeles Rams. They have not played a good defense in over a month. And then you come in and you play a team where everyone's kind of say they hate them, they don't deserve a playoff spot, and you come in and Chase Young's in your face like Rome said and Frankie mentioned. That defense is tough, man. And I don't think the Buccaneers defense is great enough to entirely like shut out the Skins. So I think they're going to keep the game tight the whole way, which is terrible news for the Buccaneers. They want a big spread right away. But I think if the Skins could keep it close, something could happen. I'm taking the Washington football team.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Honestly, yeah,
I would love to see it.
I'm a big fan of your energy right now. I think that's great.
I love
Good for you. Congratulations.
it.
All right. I'm not
You
gonna.
know me.
I'm not diving into it.
All right. You sure?
Fucking birds, fucking eagles, whatever. All right. Let's get into the Sunday games. Sunday game actually starts off with probably my wild card game of the season, and that is the Baltimore
It gotta be.
Ravens traveling to
Yes.
Tennessee Titans. Honestly, you know, they were in this situation last year, and the Titans steamrolled a hot Baltimore team. And Baltimore has been a little rocky this season. They made it into the playoffs. The last 3 games have been absolutely fire. They have been on point. They have been hitting their marks. It looks like last year's team. And I think that Baltimore is exciting for this game because they have the momentum. You know, they didn't have the bye. They're not the first team. They don't have the bye. I think that could be used to their advantage. They need to stop Derrick Henry. That's going to be really tough to do. Playoff games can't end in ties. Honestly, give me the Tennessee Titans to beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm.
Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Rome, thoughts, opinions? Yep. And
I'm gonna go last. All
all right, cool. Rice?
Oh, okay. See, I don't want the Titans to win. But I really feel like they will. The last few teams the Ravens have versed have been pretty bad teams, and they've stomped them. And this is a different ball game now. They're playing the Tennessee Titans, who are all together, just clicking on all fronts. Man, I can't imagine the Titans losing this game. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it'll be a good game, but I don't know. Titans win. Derrick Henry, 200 yards.
Yeah,
It's gonna be huge.
yeah. Derrick Henry's the man.
King Henry.
Shout out Dante Rose for telling me a few weeks ago that the Ravens are going to win out, sneak into the playoffs, and that they're going to be absolutely terrifying in the playoffs. I believed him when he told it. I said it on this podcast. I said the Ravens are going to win out. They're going to make it. They did that. And the other factor that we need to consider is that they're playing with a huge chip on their shoulder because this is the team that knocked them off when they were supposed to be the team last year. They
Yeah.
need to come in. They need to give it back to the Titans. I think the Ravens come in and get the job done. I'm taking Baltimore.
All right. I like it.
Before I answer the question,
This was a
right?
toss-up for me. But go ahead, Ron.
I have a question before I answer the question.
Yeah.
Who has the better run game?
Titans.
Tennessee. You could argue Lamar and J.K. together have a equally as good run game as the individual Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's
So-
the man.
So with that being said, it's not going to come to that. I think that cancels each other out. I think they're going to lock in both. But what it comes down to me is
Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown, baby.
Lamar has to win the playoff game. He hasn't won one yet, bro. And if you're going to be an MVP in this league and you looking to get paid next year or 2 years or whatever down the line, you have to win a game. You have to beat the team that beat you, that destroyed you.
It's a big test.
You have to win this game. It's
Yeah.
a road game. It's a game that the greats win. So if you want to be truly great or regarded in that, or you have to win the game. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but I don't feel good about that. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Yeah, honestly, this was a toss-up game for me because, like, there's a piece of me, like Joey said, you want them to come in and with that chip on their shoulder, and you want them to beat up on the Titans.
You can't beat up on the Titans. You can't. The
It's
Packers
tough.
can beat up on the Titans, but that was snow. That was circumstance.
It's tough,
Nobody's
man.
gonna-
It's gonna be tough.
Nobody's gonna
This is
bump
why
the
this is why this is my game of the week,
Yeah, it
the
is.
wild card weekend playoff game of the week, because
It's great.
AFC has the
this is
best
gonna be
game.
an exciting game. This is gonna be awesome.
AFC has the best games by far.
Yeah.
Far. AFC is.
So
Go ahead.
looking at the Ravens, I think they've only won 3 games against teams with winning records.
I can see that.
Everybody else they had the Houston Texans, Washington football team, Cincinnati twice, Eagles. They beat the Colts. That was one of them. Dallas, like they played terrible teams all season long. So I don't feel like they're as good as people put them out to be.
Yeah,
Whereas the Titans fought hard all year.
but like Joey said, that is Raven football. They don't have to be dominant, but if they scary. So it's still scary. It's scary, bro.
This first week of wild cards, I think a lot of it comes down to the momentum of the teams, and like I said, I know that the Ravens have been playing the best teams their last 3 games, but they've been having fun playing football, and you can see it in
Right.
Lamar's face, you can see it in the receivers' faces, you can see it the running backs, the coaches. They're having a good time playing football. That equates to wins. Is it possible? Yeah, but I honestly do think that Rabel and Titans just want this a little bit more. I think they have a lot more to prove. Honestly, Derrick Henry is the man. I'm surprised he hasn't even been in talks of MVP like Dalvin Cook has. But that's because he is Derrick Henry. That is who he is.
It's expected.
There's only one other Titan to rush for 2,000 yards in a season, and that's CJ2K. That's Chris Johnson, and he was the man.
The Ravens defense also playing really well. Haven't given up more than 20 points in over a month.
Yeah.
So although they're not playing great teams, their defense has stepped up quite a bit.
This game, it could go multiple ways. Like it might have
went
to
to
come down
overtime.
to Lamar Jackson throwing the ball. It might have to come down to Ryan Tannehill
That's what I think.
throwing the ball.
I think the run game cancels out. It's so hard to run in the playoffs, even though Derrick Henry is great. They're not gonna let him do whatever he wanted to do. They're not losing that way. They're not losing that way.
Mhm.
Game went to overtime last time they played.
Right. Like let's let's get it popping. Sunday was here already.
Yeah,
Like, honestly,
it's coming, bro. It's
Great.
coming.
That's the best game on the board by far. By
Okay.
far.
You want to go over the worst game right now?
Yeah, do it.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
get this-
You have the Chicago Bears coming in to play the New Orleans Saints. You know what? Honestly, if you're a Bears fan, It would be interesting if the Bears won. It would be really interesting. It would be
It
a
would be a
change.
shocker.
It would be a shock for sure. It would be a change of pace. This is gonna be a defensive game. New Orleans plays really good defense. With that being said, Mitch Trubisky
Do it.
stinks.
Do
Give
it.
me the Saints. Yeah, and I'm
No.
not going Bears here. I can't. It's Saints all day. They're
Okay.
they're gonna march in.
I'm
How
done.
far are they gonna go? The Saints are always that team, man. They get there, but how far are they gonna go?
I'm about to explode.
Oh,
I'll
Shaking
let you
over here.
explode. I'll let you explode. Do it.
This is a
Do it,
Who
Joe.
Dat podcast. Everybody's been joining lately. This is a Who Dat
It
podcast.
is. It is.
We're all riding with the Saints. I don't even have to say anything. We're all riding with the Saints, baby. Watch out for Hill, man, and that utility role, terrifying.
Yeah.
God Almighty.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to say that
Yeah.
about the Colts real quick because I don't like them. I'm sorry. The Colts are not the Saints, so stop with the Jacoby Brissett shit. Stop. Stop. You look stupid. Stop.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
can't trust Philip.
Yeah, Rice.
No, I mean the Saints have been a much better team since they've been using Hill, like here and there. So I mean, Bears suck, man. They shouldn't be here. Saints are winning, no doubt.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
I know Joey been talking about the Saints defense, but it hasn't been great over the past like 3 weeks.
No, it hasn't.
But I'm
Ooh.
gonna go Saints, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I swear to God, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago
I mean,
does some. I
We
wouldn't
have
be.
football. Something weird's
Bro.
gonna happen.
Look, trick plays
Yep.
and they defense holds. Like I said, defense travels. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be.
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
just give the
I
ball
would,
to
but-
David Montgomery, and you got a shot at winning this game.
Bro, Drew Brees might be fragile. I don't know, bro. I don't know no more. I don't know.
You know what? Like this game, it's Sunday's games are tough to pick. But like I said, if you're just looking at statistics and you're looking at how the season played out, you got to go Who Dat Nation all
yeah,
day.
obviously.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna playoffs. We're gonna be smarter here. I'm not gonna make
There's
Yeah.
Who Dat.
yeah.
decisions. You know.
All right.
Chicago, Who Dat. Mitch Trubisky, Who Dat.
All right. So with that being said, let's move into the final wild card game that we got going on here. Another divisional rivalry game. They
Good
just
one.
played each other, and we got the Cleveland Browns going to the playoffs for the first time in a long time. The last time the Cleveland Browns made it to the playoffs, Rich Gannon was the MVP in the league, which is crazy.
That's
It's a quarterback on the Raiders for all you young bucks out there.
That's crazy.
So Cleveland Browns traveling to Pittsburgh, play the Steelers. You know what? Like all year, it's kind of been like me and Rice have been saying, don't go against the Steelers, don't fade the Steelers. Steelers are awesome. You know what? I don't think they are. They've been playing like crap. I'm saying give me the Browns based off of Juju dancing on logos, and I don't think you need to disrespect other teams or anyone like that. Give me the Cleveland Browns here. I like you know what? Just that's it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I hope Baker Mayfield dumps on him. This is gonna be a defensive game too. This is gonna be a good game too, man.
Oh, you mad about Juju Corvette? You mad?
Yeah.
More seriousness though, let me say this. I know y'all say they fake good and everything like that, but let's be real, bro. Mike Tomlin is great.
Yeah.
They run
Oh
for
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Mike Tomlin's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Bro, they
best
gotta go
coaches
to
in the league.
Steel. They gotta go to Steel Curtain. And I want to say this, and I want to make this clear, and I want everybody to know exactly how I feel about this. It is not Aaron Donald who is the best defensive player. It is not Khalil Mack. It is not Darius Leonard. It is T.J. Watt, who is the best defensive player in the league.
Myles Garrett's pretty good too. I don't know.
Myles Garrett is phenomenal, but TJ Watt, every
Good.
play he's
Real
there,
good.
bro. He's there. Okay, Minka Fitzpatrick makes a play. TJ Watt wrecks the backfield. I'm going Steelers.
All right.
This is actually a really, really tough one for me. This last game, Cleveland Steelers, that just happened, it was way closer than it should have been, especially since Steelers were resting some starters. Everything there pointed to me that Steelers are going to win with this game, and I think especially since Steelers are home, they've been 7-1 at home this season. Steelers come in, hard fought victory, defensive game. Steel curtain comes
Who beat them at home?
through.
Bro, come on.
Was it
bro.
Cleveland?
Colts, I
Oh.
think. No, they
Oh.
beat the Colts.
No,
It was Washington.
It was Washington.
No. Yeah, it was Washington.
Who was it?
It was Washington.
Okay, it was Washington.
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead,
You
Joe.
guys ready for the hot take? Hot take, hot take?
Hot
It doesn't
Hot take.
Big Dylan.
doesn't
Both
matter.
teams stink, and no matter what happens, they're getting smoked in the next round. Cleveland's playing terrible. Pittsburgh's playing terrible, which is making this a great game. But I can't see either of these teams progressing past this first round. I've been ripping apart the Steelers all season. I fell on them for a second. I was like, oh, maybe they're good. But then I went back and I was like, no, they suck. Stick to your roots. They stink. The Browns were impressive all season, but over the last 2-3 weeks, they're playing terribly. And a lot of that has been COVID issues. There have been COVID issues left
Yeah.
and right. It's taken out receivers. It's taken out offensive linemen. It's taken out defensive players. They're dealing with it. They're still dealing with it. I think it's going to have a big impact still. And for that reason, I'm taking the Steelers here. And
Ooh.
as much as I've been ripping on the Steelers all season, I think they get this one done.
Ooh. Going home.
Fucking Steelers. Fuck
Wow.
them.
All right, well, guys, gentlemen,
I've always hated them.
we
They
made it
just
to the
always-
playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs.
I hate
Playoffs?
winners, man.
Talking about
Playoffs?
playoffs.
Wow.
So, out of a 256 total regular season season. Yeah, regular season games. Yeah. Chris Rice,
Give it to him.
the champion of this little game we got going on here,
Give it to him.
tops
This guy only wins little games.
the
He
four
only
of
wins
us
the
with
little ones.
171 correct games.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
It's phenomenal.
that's pretty good. Huh?
Second
Well done.
place,
I don't think you
myself
need
with
to say that.
168.
I don't think it matters.
Joey, third
all that
place, 164.
First is all that
Rome.
matters.
You did better than half, Rome. You did 139.
You know what though? I've won so much money on sports betting. I don't care. Okay, like
Shame.
These
I
are usually recorded on Tuesdays.
like
Yeah.
I
To
fade.
Rome's credit.
Listen,
Yeah.
people. I fade
Also-
myself on my
Also, to
picks.
Rome's credit, Rome took the Jaguars last week, so
Okay. Okay, because I hate the Colts. I hate them. Like,
yeah. But
I
then
hate-
the best part was in the morning you doubled down on the Jaguars.
I,
Oh. Oh
I
no.
I took him with the points.
Come on.
spent so much money on the Jaguars, not even close.
I took
Like,
him
I
with the
lost a
points.
lot of money. That was just
Oh no.
That
no.
was sick.
you win some, you lose some. Big plays they know that. Whatever.
Listen,
Oh.
I don't-
as long as you win, winning is winning.
Boy, you guys hype? Playoff football? Right here.
Playoff football, baby. Let's go. Yo, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't want to work. Oh God.
any last remarks for you guys?
I'm chilling.
Chilling. Joey's
Colts are
chilling.
winning.
Joey's
Colts are
chilling.
rolling.
Joey's upstate. He's
The
all about
Steelers
Bills
stink.
Mafia.
The
Last
Steelers.
remarks. Let's have a clean playoff experience.
Yeah,
Facts.
Those are my
Guys.
remarks.
it's playoff football. It's the best time of year. If your teams are in, you're excited. If your teams aren't
luck.
in, you're excited for the draft. Hey, thanks a lot. We're Big Players Podcast. Yo, enjoy yourselves. And I hope everyone's off to a happy, healthy new year.
Yeah.
God bless.